Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano at a combined weight of 645 pounds. Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And this tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Afa and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Afa and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Afa and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Corey, I've got enough. What can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match after all? From the top! Crash landing. From the top! A diving hammer strike. Oh, right to the throat. Oof.
They've got their opponent on his hand. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Oof, that can knock you out.
Oh, strong impact.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come. A very physical.
Blast off! Oh, man, he landed rough there. Big forearm.
Ooh, stiff punch. This will be the time to go, guys.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Oh, no, they're coming this way.
And Alpha just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners.
2-on-2 tables match here with a massive of the match. The Dudley boys taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Oh, colliding with a barricade. And now Alpha is playing to the crowd.
Face first into the barricade.
Oh, looking to cripple the leg.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudley's wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
All the leverage in this match is slipping away from Devon and Dudley.
And the Wild Samoans aren't going to let the Dudley boys take over in this match.
Holding the table with surprising accuracy.
You want this fight on the outside. Big boot.
Might be going high risk here.
Trying to get vertical, but he has no idea he's in the line of fire. From the top. Diving shoulder tackle. Someone get the spatula. We have a human being to scrape up.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
What a smash!
That is just insulting.
She's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Leg drop! And now he gets back into the ring.
Ooh, man!
Gets cracked by the overhand. The wear and tear of this match is probably starting to get to him.
Might want to start setting up some tables before this match gets out of hand. He is looking to do some serious harm.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley boys. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild
From the top.
And completely missed the mark.
Did you see that? Risking it all and taking an awful fall. Ooh!
Launching.
Moving into the ring.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table.
Popped up into a Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley boys in there. Things are heading ringside now.
Oh, what a jumping head.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating.
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission. What's Sika thinking here?
Clothesline. Good Lord. So effective.
What a shot. He could absolutely be at the end of his rope.
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate, to start going for Hail Mary plays. Oh, God.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
For safety's sake, I hope we're near the end.
Or he surely doesn't have much left in him. It's like we're looking at The Walking Dead here.
Solid punch. The Dudley Boyz came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial and to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestling.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope. A string of counters. Bang! Gruesome counter there. A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Ooh, shoulder tackle. Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
And another stiff shot to the head here, absorbing the pain of another attack to the head. He could be dazed.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes. And you know what's next, guys?
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
I don't care how much you train. You can't prepare for a commercial airliner to come crashing down on you like that.
The Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.